This turtleneck is so big that it hides my hair. It looks like I'm just wearing a bun, but I swear my hair is long in the back. Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Tiffany. How are you? We do yarn hauls, knit planning videos, podcast, vlogs, anything on this channel, and today we are doing a winter knit plan. So everything that I'm planning to knit in the winter or crochet, anything that I'm looking at and wanting to make. I actually ended up watching the fall's knitting plans, and like it's so funny to see how like little I was able to accomplish. I maybe only got through like a couple of them, but you know what? I don't think the point of these is to like finish all of them. It's more just like an idea board, kind of showing you what I'm looking forward to making, and if I don't do it, it's fine. Knitting is not about being rushed into making as many things as possible. I'm just trying to enjoy the process. Today I'm wearing the beautiful Terrazzo sweater by PetiteKnit. It is just in this wonderful Noro Silk Garden sock solo. Yeah, so it's just really nice, and I love how huge this turtleneck is. It makes me look really cozy and really funny looking, so I love it, and it's so fun and wild, and the colors are literally my everything. Like, this is probably my favorite sweater I've ever made. Like, it's just so beautiful. I would honestly love to make another one just to experience the feeling of knitting it again. Is that wild? I don't know. It's not like I'm gonna sell this guy, so I need PetiteKnit to come out with another Noro pattern because I need another one. I don't know. Maybe I should just make the slip over with some Noro. I don't know. We'll see. That's not one of the knitting plans. Okay, that's like a far off dream. These are just like the things that I'm planning to make for the winter. So like December, January, February, I think is the end of March. Or whenever it stops being cold, I'll stop knitting these. But I wrote it on like a little tab because there isn't that many. I don't want to bombard you guys with too many patterns. I guess I'll continue on with what I wanted to make from the fall knitting plans that I'm going to bring into here because I didn't get to knitting them. So I do really want to make a Terrazzo neck. I think it would just be really cute, and I just haven't had the time to, or I haven't like found the right yarn. I think the issue is I tried to dye some yarn black and it didn't get black enough. So I'll probably have to dye that one up again and then just use a strand of mohair, and it'll look probably beautiful. And I'll hopefully be able to get to doing that. I just need it to be really black. I want it to be like jet black like my hair. I think it was just like maybe a dark gray, and it wasn't enough for me. So hopefully I can get that. Here is a picture-esque of how I want it to look like. Just because I think black would match really nice with my hair. I think it would go really nice under like jackets, just your basic beautiful just kind of neck warmer if you're not looking to wear scarves, because sometimes like a scarf is not enough. Like sometimes it just kind of warms your neck, but if you want like a full body protection, yeah, without it being like a little bit too bulky. And then I also like the fact that you can wear it more into the springtime when it's still kind of too cold, but it's kind of sunny out. I want to be able to wear that over like a shirt or something and be relatively warm without having to like take off my sweater every 20 seconds. Second, I really need to make a shawl from the 52 Weeks of Shawls. I got a little distracted because PetiteKnit came out with the Sophie shawl, and you know I had to make it. So hopefully, since I finished that one, I can make something from that book. I think the issue is I just haven't found the right yarn combination, and I'm like really picky about the combo. Like the combo has to be perfect, and then I'll start continuously knitting it. If the combo isn't nice with the mohair, I will unravel it like forever and ever and ever. I do really want to make that. I think I just need to get some Senescar Tauve, and the issue with me being on a slight yarn ban is kind of putting me off knitting anything too big. But if I do have leftover yarn, then I'm for sure gonna make something because it has to be done. I just really want like a matching hat and scarf combo because I think that is really cute, and I keep forgetting to wear hats. Like I went outside in like a puffer coat and I was like, oh yeah, I'm like totally fine, but didn't even think to wear a hat, like to like display my hats and my scarves somewhere so that I like can see it right away when I'm like picking out my outfits, instead of like I keep it in a drawer hidden underneath my bed, and it's like so difficult to get to. I think I've spoken about this before many times, but I think this is the time, okay? This is the time I'm going to start a big project. I know, I think I talked about wanting to knit smaller projects, but this is kind of like a year-long goal that I'm aiming for. Like I don't think I'm gonna finish this anytime soon, but I would like to start it so that I can get ahead of it and, you know, eventually finish it, and just like know that the project is going to be with me so that I can like know that I will wear it. Because if I don't start it, then it's still just like a plan in my head. But if you start it, that means, you know, it's gonna go somewhere, right? Unless it's just like an abandoned whip. But I really want to make the chestnut dress. So it's a big one. I know. I'm like hella scared, but I kind of want to make two. Is this a little too ambitious? Probably. I want to make one that's black, just full black, fully long, just like turtleneck, like longer than they do it. So PetiteKnit, she has it kind of above the foot. I kind of want it to be like almost floor length, because I have been really into the store COS. If you guys know it, Brittany Bathgate loves it so much, but I went into their store one day, they had one in Vancouver, and I just saw it like essentially just looked like the chestnut dress, and I was like, okay, if it's in here, I need to have one. So I just think it would be a really nice basic, a really nice like winter piece, something that I can gravitate towards like always. But I also want to make it in a really nice yarn. I don't want it to pill too much because I know it's a dress, and I feel like if I'm going to be sitting in it and I'm going to like ruffle it a bunch, it's going to pill like crazy. So I know I need to pick the perfect yarn for it. So I think that's gonna be like a little issue, but I do want it to be black because I think black is just really classic, and you can just like wear it out. You can like put a coat over, you can just wear it out like that. I just think I would look really winter chic. I don't want to say chic because that doesn't feel right, but like I just feel like it would be a really nice piece to have. Just with like that little, like a little turtleneck, maybe not twisted rib, just like a basic rib, and it would look really nice. And so I want to start it. I think starting it will be the fun part, where I'll get like, again, like the top portion, you know, the yoke, everything done, and then we can just like let it sit. But I do really want to start it. Next, I really need to do the typical slip over, which I wanted to do with that cobalt blue that I had, that I talked about in the previous video, but I also really want to start the Marseille sweater in the electric blue. I've talked about it like a bunch of times beforehand. Finally got my hands on some double Sunday electric blue. So my plan is to knit that sweater up. I think it'll be really nice for me to test out double Sunday as well, because I don't necessarily know how it's gonna wear, and I would love to see how it does. And I just think that the electric blue is just the perfect color. I've talked about it like a billion times. It's like my favorite color in the entire world. Like I don't know why. Like I went into H&M the other day, and the really bright colors they had was like red, green, orange, like purple, pink, but they didn't have blue, and I feel like blue is just so beautiful. I need to get like a little collection. I really would love to start that this winter. I think it'll look amazing in the spring. Like I'm not gonna not wear it in the spring just because it's like kind of like a blue color. Like I'll literally wear black in the spring. Okay, next I did the Stockholm v-neck, but I didn't finish it. I only kind of got up, I don't think I got to the body, but I didn't like the yarn I was using, so I think I'm gonna restart that and redo it. I have some drops yarn, and maybe I can use maybe like a Sunday Sunday, because I have this really nice gray, and maybe I can mix it up and see if it's better than the yarn that I had. I just feel like the tweed just like wasn't it for the style that I was going for. So hopefully I can restart that. I would love to just get to the yokes of these pieces. Like if that's all I can get for the winter, I will be very happy with myself, because I just feel like I haven't had a lot of time to knit. I don't want to force myself to be super fast and get as many pieces done as possible. Like I just want to enjoy the process of knitting everything, and you know, just like watch my shows and just be like super happy. Just like drink a chai latte, you know, like just to enjoy like these cozy months before it gets kind of too hot. So yeah, I would really like that. And I think a really basic gray sweater. I just like need to have that sweater in my collection. I think it would be really nice. I think in her pattern she does 3 strands mohair, but I think that's just a little bit too light for me. I want it to be a little bit more chunky, so that's why I want to add 2 strands fingering and then 1 strand lace weight, so it's kind of like thicker than a DK weight, and I just think it'll give it a more bulky feeling, because I do feel like a lot of petite knit sweaters, like if you just do 1 fingering and 1 lace weight yarn, it's very light, and sometimes like sure you're going for that look, but I really love a good thick sweater, so that is what I'm going for. Okay, next I got the Laerke Bagger book. I'm hoping to do a entire video doing a dedicated like review, so I'm not gonna go through it fully, but I would love to pick up all my scraps and just make something, just one thing. Doesn't have to be anything huge, but I just want to try and do one of her coloring techniques and just experiment and see how that goes, because I feel like with her book it's less about the knitting and more about the color like combos and the technique, and I think that's what's going to take me the longest, is like combining it and like knotting everything together. So I think if I can like slowly make my way up to that, it would be really nice to use up more scrap yarn. I just love all of the pieces in her book. I wish I could do all of them, but again, we don't want to be too ambitious. I think setting realistic goals is the way to go. If I can do the scrunchie, I'll be happy. I think I talked about this in a previous video as well, but I really would love to make the marble sweater. But I wish I knew which video I spoke about it in, but I'll just put it here again just because I loved the look of it. It's so beautiful. If I can get my hands on some really nice yarn, I would love to. She actually wrote in one of her Instagram descriptions the color changes that she did, so I'm thinking of following that. I think she used 3 different strands of yarns. So one was like a fat mohair, which I bought some, which I'm planning on dyeing up. I think she used the Filcolana Highland wool, but I have some double Sunday, which I think would look really nice. And then she has some Koss, Sunnisgarn Koss, which I don't have my hands on, but I think if I can get something kind of fluffy, I hope to get that one started, because I feel like that would be a fast knit. I really want to make that just because I think it would be perfect for the winter time. Like actually for the winter time, I would look so cozy and beautiful. She knitted in an extra small, so maybe I can get away with an extra small, just make it like super long, but it's just like slightly tighter on me, or maybe I'll stretch it. Who knows? I do still need to finish the Fayuhi sweater, so I don't think I should start as many sweaters. I think I'll have to start like maybe 1, maybe 2, but out of the 5 sweaters that I just spoke about, I think that'll be a little too ambitious to start them all like right away. But having written this down, I'm getting inspired, and that's not good, because then I'll just want to start like all these different whips. But I do really need to finish stuff, because like if you guys remember, I have a Sunday tee and I'm still knitting that. So I'm trying to finish that really quickly right now, and this list is preventing me from doing so. We'll see. We'll just see what I feel. We'll just start whatever. And then lastly, I'm so sorry, this is just all petite knit. If you guys don't want to know petite knit, don't watch my knitting plans, because they're mostly petite knit. She's the only thing I want to knit at the moment. Really want to make the teddy pillows. I think they're so beautiful. They're just so nice. So if I can get my hands on some nice boucle, I will be knitting that immediately. I'm manifesting this, putting it out there, please, life. Let me make those things, because I've made so many pillow backings that it is ridiculous the fact that I have not finished them. Like there are just like pillows, like the stuffing and backings just like filling my room right now, and I am devastated because they don't have a home. They aren't complete, and I feel really bad because I've meant to make 2 Technicolor pillows, just one color. Like I don't feel like I just one color, and I think the look of it is really nice. I saw someone make it, and I was thinking to myself, like maybe I could make 2 of the 40 by 60 centimeter and then place them on my bed as like 2 like accent pillows. But the linen stitch is like really difficult because it takes such a long time. Like it's an easy stitch obviously, but it takes so long and it takes so much yarn. So I feel like I need a fine yarn that I just like want to get rid of and just use up, and then I can do that for that piece. Or maybe I should just do, I don't know. I'm like on the fence about it, but I do really need to make pillows. I need to make 2 of those pillows. I have 2 other pillows that I want to make that are 50 by 50. I need to make a honey pillow that's gray. That's one goal. I need to make 2 Technicolor pillows for my bed. I need to make 1 40-centimeter teddy pillow. I need to make both sizes of the teddy pillow bolster pillow. And then I wanted to make a Marie pillow because I loved the version that she did with the Peer Gynt. I think it's the Peer Gynt. I just loved the color or the look of it. It just looked really basic and really neutral, just having it like 2 colors instead of the base color with multiple colors in it. I think I just said colors like a billion times. Those are my pillow plans. Oh, pillow plans. Because I need to do it. That is like one thing I probably should focus on the most out of everything I've spoken about, because that has been really hurting my room. Like my room is just, it cannot be cute because there's just stuffings of pillows just waiting to be used, but they can't because I haven't knit anything. We will get to it now. We will get to it yesterday. Okay, we need to do it. And then maybe I'll make a honey purse to match my honey wash bag. Okay, and then that's it, okay? And I am just exiting, nothing else. I'm not allowed to start anything else. Okay, maybe I'll make like a Sophie shawl, small black. Okay, but literally everything else we will not make. Of course, and then I'll slip in some like of the monthly Patreon patterns that I have to make, and then also the Winter Magic and the Grass is Always Greener. I'm planning on making some patterns with that to send them out to everybody who bought a box. So if I can get that done and then do this, I guess we'll see. We'll see what the spring knit plans shows me. That's my inspiration and kind of what I've been looking forward to make in the winter time. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Click the notification so you know when I post next. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!